Good morning, church. This week we have the privilege of talking about the Enneagram threes. Whether or not you know it, you know threes in your life. They are called the performer, and these are the individuals that are the life of the party. They typically hold jobs being actors, worship leaders, speakers, people that are kind of in the front of the production. They enjoy the attention of it, they're good at it. They're those people that we're just drawn to. They're charming, they're hardworking, they're driven. They're the people that have goals for 1 year, 5 year, 10 years. And they're also the people that meet those goals. They're the people that are able to run the marathons and get the doctoral degree and land that job. They rise to challenges in a beautiful way that leave the rest of us just in awe of all that they can accomplish. They aren't defined by those successes when they're in health, but they're driven by more. They're able to balance those things when they're in a good place, and they're able to meet all the needs of the people around them and also themselves. However, when they tend to err on the side of stress, or when they're not balancing those goals or those ideas for their lives, failure is unacceptable to them. When they're in stress, they tend to have a superiority complex of, I have to meet these deadlines, I have to accomplish these things in order to be who I am. They can be desperate for attention at times and will go to any lengths to prove that they are the best at this thing or that thing, or achieving whatever they have in mind at the time in this season. Their deadly sin is typically categorized by deceit, and not necessarily to other people. They're not known for being dishonest to others or in their relationships. They're known for being dishonest to themselves, not being honest about authentically who they are, what they need, and how they see themselves in the world. The work of the three, as wonderful as they are, is to avoid the compulsion to be perfect, not even the idea to be perfect. I think at times we can all struggle with some sense of perfectionism and wanting to achieve whatever standards we set for ourselves, or maybe even what the world sets for us, but they have an actual compulsion. So the work is to resist that, is to first of all identify that, notice that, and to turn away from that. Sometimes threes can have difficulty accessing authentic emotion because they get concerned that if I am who I really feel inside, that I'll be rejected, I'll lose the promotion, or I'll lose a relationship. So their work is to really access that authentic emotion even when it feels challenging. Sometimes this can be done through things as simple as silence and meditation. We don't live in a culture that really praises that or really moves toward that. And so threes work is really going to be resisting that compulsion to always achieve more and to sometimes just be silent and be at rest. Changing and reframing that thought that rest is productive. I'm not a three, but I have difficulty with even identifying that just in my role as a small business owner, is looking at rest as productive, as a basic human need that we're all entitled to, and that it's not going to kill us, it's actually going to make us better. So threes will really have to wrestle with that and struggle with that. One really practical thing that threes can do outside of accessing their authentic emotion through silence and meditation is looking into studying through lots of different texts that we have. There's lots of good books on just being still and the purpose of being still. One of my favorite ones is called Falling Upward by Father Richard Rohr. If you're interested in that, I encourage you to go check it out. It's good for anybody outside of threes, but also a really, really wonderful resource is threes. So again, like I'll say every week, we love our threes. We all have them in our lives. They probably come to mind really quickly as I start to talk about this, but their work is just slowing down and not measuring their worth based on their own level of success and their own ideas of success.